Vince Staples is announced that he has been very busy over quarantine, and he has got 2 upcoming albums on the way. And the Netflix show, The Vince Staples Show, should be a thing, should be happening. One of the albums will be self-titled
So
and
this is
synonymous with Vince Staples, and the other one, Ramona Park, Broke My Heart.
Shout out Ramona Park, North Long Beach.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I've been in the game for a while, and by the game I mean the music reviewing game. Ramona Park, Broke My Heart might just be like a concept title for something. Because it's so far, it's so far ahead. Vince is going to release the self-titled one right now.
Yeah.
And then kind of continue. I'm expecting there's going to be some heat with that.
Please God, give us.
I've seen some things here and there with Vince working with Kenny Beats, and it's got like a bit of some of the newer beats that are being produced for Vince Staples have a little bit of a continuation of the Big Fish Theory kind of hard industrial sound, packed into more of like a trap space. Vince Staples, there's a lot of pressure on him for rap, at least for us, because he's done really good.
He's done fantastic. I mean, Big Fish Theory is one of my favorite rap albums, honestly.
Yeah, contemporarily speaking, definitely. And he gave this big interview with GQ, giving a lot of this information, wide-ranging, with Jesus Nice. And among a number of the different things that are going on here, just to get to the point of Vince Staples, we want him to do enough with his next album to where it's different and shows that growth, but we also want him to continue to be his experimental self. Yes. But also I want to, and this is a weird thing, but I also want him to show a little bit more like mainstream prowess, because we know him as a character and he can definitely have like mainstream success, but like he deserves to be on like the exact same level as the 21s, the Young Thugs, the Drakes. Like he doesn't have to be, he shouldn't need to be, but he should be the one who's like doing the feature tour for his albums, like Kendrick did after Damn. I hope that having a self-titled eponymous album like this, that is a banger, hopefully it is when it gets released later this year, will kind of set him on that track. But there's one interesting note from the interview that I think is kind of related to this, where Vince Staples is kind of musing on fame and all these things. And he talks to none other than friend of the show, St. John, who, for folks who don't know, we gave a really searing album review to last year for his album that came out last year. But apparently Vince Staples had a conversation with St. John and recounting this. He says, 2 years ago, he said to me, "Your music's good, but no one cares. Everyone's busy. They don't have time to try to figure out what you're trying to tell them. You're just supposed to make them feel better, make them feel good. Put them in a specific space."
And that's why St. John's music is absolute garbage.
Yeah, there's two different ways of approaches to doing music. And I think there's a third way, like the Kendrick Lamar third way, which is he makes like bangers for the clubs that like can also be deep,
but can also be extremely deep. Like look at King Kunta.
Yeah, like half/all of Damn.
Pretty much all of Damn.
Yeah, like all of Section 80, like all like it's not that hard. So I think Vince Staples put that out, and I think it's like an interesting thing for him because but between the character, Vince Staples has like a very insightful like personality with the things he says, especially like the music creation process. But other than that kind of red flag there, I don't think Vince Staples is gonna release an album full of crowd pleasers. I hope I don't eat my words, but just like so much of his career up to this has shown so much experimentation. I don't think he's going to change who he is because of St. John. But yeah, that was an interesting thing. I'm really looking forward to the Vince Staples show once it happens, hopefully, because that would be hilarious.